Hi guys, this is Asad and you are welcome to this video. Well, in this video we are going to be looking at what you need to get started programming with Python. Let's take a look at what Python is and what people use it for. But we can't talk about Python without talking about what a programming language is or what programming itself is. Well, basically a program is a sequence of instructions that specifies how to perform a task. Thus, programming, or let me say computer programming, refers to the process of writing a program for a computer to perform. But we all know that computers don't speak human. They don't speak English or any other language or any other human language. Um, I know probably 99% or all of us probably have heard that like computers understand zeros and ones. They speak zeros and ones. That's true. That's right. That is why we need programming languages. But like, it would be very tedious for you and I to sit down and type a couple of zeros and ones. Well, that was done back then, but now I guess with the help of higher level programming languages like Python, MATLAB, Java, C, JavaScript, C++, and C Sharp, and so on and so on, this has been made easily for us. Like now, what we need is to write our programs in a human readable format, and then with the help of this programming language, it will then be converted into a language the computer understands. So like basically these programming languages are it's almost like they are more or less like a bridge between us and the computers. So we write it in a human readable format and the programming language converts it, or let me say the interpreter converts it into a language the computer understands, which is zeros and ones. And Python is one of these programming languages, and there are lots and lots of them. Seriously, Python has grown to become one of the most popular programming languages there is in the world today, and it's used by big companies and tech industries today. It is very easy to learn. It is open sourced. That means you can have it for free anywhere, and it's portable and it's extensible. I'm sure this basically promises to be interesting. Now, like the big question then arises: what can you actually do with Python? There are lots of things you can do, like you can do automation, artificial intelligence, that is AI, machine learning, data science and data analysis, software development, or website development. And there are lots of things you can actually do with Python. Python is actually a very good tool every person should have in his or her toolbox. It's great to learn. Now let's let's look at installing Python. Downloading and installing Python. Now, where do you get Python? It's very simple. It's open source, so that means it's free. Anybody can have it from anywhere. Now, what you do is just go to your open your browser, whatever browser you are using. Just open your browser and then make a Google search. Download Python. Just Google download Python. That's all you need to do, and just pick the first search results. You see download Python, then python.org. Just pick that one and go there, and then you'll be taken to the official Python website, the download website. Then you see a yellow, is that yellow? Yeah, quite a yellowish download button, asking you to download Python 3.9.0. This is actually the latest version currently. With time to come, that might change, but currently this is the latest version of Python 3.90. So just click on that button, and then in about a couple of seconds, sorry, uh, you you'll get notified that your Python 3.9.0, the executable for that is being downloaded onto your machine. So after and like it's light, it's barely even 30 megabytes, so it wouldn't really take much time. So like in about, let's say, 5 minutes or less, yeah, you should have it installed, and just quickly go to your download folder or wherever you downloaded the executable file to, or maybe just on the browser you can just go to downloads and just double click on it, or go to your file explorer and go to your downloads and just double click on the executable for Python 3.9.0. Now when you double click on it, the install wizard will come. you get this little window asking you to install Python 3.9.0. Okay, so before clicking on install now, uh, at the bottom of the window of the setup window, you'll see a checkbox. Add Python 3.9 to path. So just make sure that you have checked that. Uh, you can see the green box on the screen. Just make sure you have that checkbox checked, and then after that you can click on install now. Well, this actually needs you to be the administrator or to have an administrator rights. So when you click on install now, a page will come asking you to allow Python to make changes to your computer. Just click yes and then continue. And then after you click yes, you see the install will start in about a couple of minutes or so. You should have Python installed on your machine or on your PC. Now, like let's actually make sure that Python has been downloaded and installed onto our machine. So just go to search. You can click on the search icon, or maybe if you have a search bar instead, just type CMD into the search bar on your task bar. Yeah, so just CMD and click enter. Use or maybe or you can also select command prompt in the search results that come. Command prompt, and just you can double click on it, or maybe just press on enter, and then this opens up the command prompt. And in the command prompt, simply type Python. That's all you have to do. Simply type Python into the command prompt and press on enter. If you have Python correctly installed in your machine, that will open up the Python interactive shell for you in your command prompt, and then with that you can actually start writing Python code in the Python interactive shell that has been opened in your command prompt. So that means you have Python installed on your machine successfully. Now, like, what do you actually need to write Python code? Now we have Python installed, yeah, but like we need to write the code. So what do we need? It's quite easy. Basically, what you need is just like a text editor. Every Windows machine has Notepad or something like that. Just any text editor. That's basically what you need. Like Python itself comes with an ideally and a simple integrated development environment. And when you go to your start menu, and then well, for me it's just recently added, then there it is. Ideally Python 3.9 64-bit. Well, when you click on that, this opens up the Python shell for you, and then here you can actually start writing some Python code. Okay, but like for the purpose of this training, uh, what the text editor we would be using is going to be PyCharm. PyCharm is is a text editor designed specifically for Python. So you I would encourage all of you, or encourage you to actually have PyCharm installed on your machine. Is great. It's a very very great tool to have, like, when you want to start writing Python code. Code prediction, like, it's great. It's simply like it highlights your syntax. Uh, just lets you know what you're going, like, like when you make a mistake, it underlines it with the red line, and then you get to know that, well, this thing you are doing is wrong, or maybe like it doesn't follow the Python syntax. It informs you so that you don't it doesn't wait for you to write maybe like 1,000 lines of code, and then when you try to run your program you see errors, and then you are lost. You don't know where those errors are. So PyCharm is actually a very very great tool. Everybody should download this. It's great. So just let's let's see how we can actually download PyCharm onto our personal computers. So in order to download PyCharm, just once again, just go to your browser, just Google download PyCharm. That's basically all you have to do. Just Google download PyCharm, and then just pick the first search result that comes in. You get taken to the download page of PyCharm. Well, here you are going to see two versions. We have the professional and the community. The professional is actually paid, like it's not free, but the community version is free. That means you can download it for free. So for this tutorial, we are going to be going with the community version. So just click on download under community, the black button there, and then after a second or so, our download should start. So you just wait for it to finish downloading, and after it finishes downloading, you just double click on the executable either in your browser, or you go to your file explorer, and then you navigate to the downloads folder or wherever you download it, and just double click on the executable for PyCharm, and then the installation wizard comes up, and then we have welcome to PyCharm Community Edition setup. So just click on next, and then yeah, click next, and then make sure you have all these checkboxes checked. I would actually advise you to have all these checkboxes checked. The 64-bit launcher, add open folder as project, yeah, create whatever. Just make sure you have all of them checked, and then just click next, and then after that you click on install. Well, actually, when you click on install, uh, once again, your I during this process, your computer might ask you to ask you if you want to allow PyCharm to be able to make changes to your machine. Yeah, that's okay. Just click on OK, and then uh, it just the installation will start, and then you just wait for it to install. Maybe like in about 2 or 3 minutes, it will be done, and then after the installation is completed successfully, just it will ask you uh, whether um you want to reboot now, or you can choose any. But for me, I'll manually reboot later. So I'll just pick reboot later, and then click on finish, and this closes the setup. And then now, what do we do? So let's try to open our PyCharm right now. So just on your desktop, just you see the PyCharm shortcut. So just double click on the PyCharm shortcut, and then the license agreement window opens up for you, and then just make sure that you check this box. I confirm that I have read and accept the terms of this user agreement. So just below, like just at the bottom of the window, just check that box right there, and then click on continue, and then you can choose, you can pick any of these, and then just continue, and then you see the PyCharm splash screen. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes, or maybe a minute, and then after that we get this little small window again here. This is actually asking, maybe like what like it's asking for the UI theme you prefer. Probably you want the dark theme, or maybe the light theme, but you can actually pick any. You can pick any. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll pick the light theme, because I think that'll be better, so that you guys can actually see everything clear. So pick the theme you prefer, and then just click on next featured plugins, and then yeah. Oh, sorry. Currently, I don't have any internet, so just you can skip this. Just
click on start using PyCharm, and basically that's all. And then we get our splash screen again, and then after a while, and then the welcoming page of PyCharm, and this is it. Uh, our PyCharm has successfully been installed and then initialized. Let's test things out. Let's get our hands dirty with some small Python code. So just uh, on the welcoming page of PyCharm, just click on create new project, and then uh, on top on the location bar, just choose any name for your project. I'll pick hello world, and then after that, just leave everything the way it is. But uh, when you check, there are some there is a checkbox here asking, say, inherit global site packages. Make sure you have that one checked. Make sure you have this checkbox checked, and then after that, you can just hit on create, and then just be patient for a little while, and then it will create your project for you, and it comes with a virtual environment too. So in about a minute, this should be done. And well, let's go ahead and maximize the screen. Okay, so let's 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 try to see what do we have here. Like, what do we have? Well, definitely on the top here is our menu bar. On the top is our menu bar, and we can see to the left side of the screen is like the file explorer for our project. And like we can all the files all the files we have in our project, we can actually view them here, and we can close this by hitting minus right here. And then to the right, this is where you're actually going to do all the work. This is where you are going to be do all the typing and blah blah blah. Just that's just where you gotta do everything. So let's check in our project folder. And when we check in our project folder, we see that there's nothing. There's just um, a folder named VENV. That's for our virtual environment. Aside from that, there's nothing there. So what we need to do is we need to create a Python file. We need to create a Python file. So in order to do that, just right click on your project folder, or hello world, yeah, right click on your project folder, and then on the first drop down menu, that's new. So just hover your mouse, your cursor on new, and then another drop down menu will appear, and then you click on file, then just choose the name you want to give to your file, to your Python file. uh let's say hello, yeah, yes, hello. Okay. But like, how do we tell the computer this is going to be a Python file? Well, Python files have the extensions .py. That's how the computer recognizes Python files. So we need to save this file, or we need to name this file hello.py, so that the computer can recognize it as a Python file, so that everybody can recognize it as a Python file. That's the extension. So the extension for naming Python files is .py. So whatever name you want to give to your file, just make sure that at the end it is going to have the extension .py. So let's quickly do that, and then hit enter, and then there we have it. We've successfully created a Python file, and you can see it has been opened to the right here for us. Okay, so that was that was actually great. That was cool. Now what do we do? Uh, okay. Actually, there's another way to create Python files. So you see, like when you right click on the project folder again, hello world, just right click on it, and then you go to new. You might have noticed there is Python file here, just somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle, there is Python file. So when you click, or when you select Python file, what you need to do is you just have to indicate the name without the extension, because you've already picked Python file. So you just have to indicate the name, let's say wall, and then just click on enter. Automatically the .py extension would be added to the name of the file. So as you can see, that's that has worked actually great for us. So uh let's take our first breath as a Python programmer. And like this is this has actually become a convention. Like this is basically the first program you write when you are learning to program in any language. Hello world. Printing hello world is basically the first thing you learn always. So well, how do we do that? Just type print hello world, print, then open brackets, and then quotation marks. Well, here you can choose to use single quotes or double quotes. The choice is yours. So let's see. I'm using single quotes right now, and then hello. Just type hello world in between the quotes, and then after that on your menu bar, you see the run menu just before tools and after refactor. There's a run menu. So just come click on it. When you click on the run menu, a drop down menu appears, and just come down there and then double click, or just click on run. When you actually click on run, um you are going to get it like run window a small run window, like asking you to maybe edit the configuration, or just ignore that for now, and then, or maybe like just choose the file you want to run, and just press enter, and then yeah, there you have it. uh you have been successfully, or let me say, if you were able to do this successfully, you've written your first Python code. And as you can see, this actually like runs with no errors, and then we get hello world printed on the terminal. So that was great. So so like with this print function, you can actually print anything you want on the terminal. So let's say uh, I want to say hello, print hello guys, I am Assad. So just all I have to do is just type it in between single quotes or double quotes, and then when I'm done, uh, now since you've already done this for the first time, now just at the right side, at the top right corner, you will see a green arrow just below the minimize button of the PyCharm window. You will see a run button. So just click on that green button to run your code, like your code, and that's that 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 actually prints hello guys, I am Assad onto the terminal. So you can practice with this for now. This is not this is very simple. You can keep practicing with it, and uh, until we start business. Yeah. And like before I forget, like most most programs have shortcuts, and PyCharm isn't left out. PyCharm has many shortcuts you could use to help speed up your work. So probably if you want to run this code, if you want to run your script on PyCharm, you can on Windows you can just um, Shift F10, Shift plus F10. You can press on Shift plus F10 to run your scripts always. But if you are running the script for the first time, then you then the shortcut for that is Shift plus Alt plus F10. That is when you are running the script for the first time. So make sure you have that script opened and the cursor in it. Then what you do is you hold Shift plus Alt plus F10. But if you've run the script already, the shortcut is just Shift plus F10, and then that would run the code for you on, and then the results would be displayed on the terminal. This is actually valid Python code. Print hello world or print anything in quotes. That's valid. But you can try typing anything else. That's if so far as it is not a Python, like it doesn't go with the rules of Python. You will get an error. Try you can try typing just hello world, just without the print, just hello world, and then try running that. You get an error. So this goes to tell us that um, Python has a set of laid down rules that we have to follow, and when you get to follow these rules one by one, you master them, and then it actually becomes your way of life, and uh, that will actually make life as a programmer easier for you. So that's actually the purpose of this training program, is to equip you with those laws, or like is to help you know those laws so that you don't break them, so that the Python interpreter can actually understand the instructions you want to give it, you want to give to it to perform. So basically that's just it. So now actually we can close this, we can close our PyCharm right now. Okay, so now, like, for for those of you who maybe don't have a personal computer, a laptop or a desktop computer, or just probably you prefer doing this on your smartphone, on your Android smartphone, uh, just quickly head on to the Play Store app on your phone, and then just search for PyDroid 3. PyDroid 3. Uh, yeah, so just search for that and then install that. After it finish, or after when it's done installing, just click on open, and then when you're opening it for the first time, it actually installs Python onto your phone. So just wait for that to complete, and then in a short while, Python would be installed on your phone for you. Very very simple and very cool. When you press on the um, hamburger icon, you get to see a lot more of what this application has to offer. Is that it comes with an interpreter. This is actually the free version. So it comes with an the free version comes with an interpreter. That's a Python interpreter, a terminal. It comes with pip. If you don't know what pip is for now, don't worry. With time, we will all get to know what it is, and then we would actually be using it a lot in this tutorial, and just a whole lot. So basically, and then you can go back to that window, that welcoming window we saw uh, here, and then maybe if you are watching this video on your smartphone, and when you are done installing this application, You can also try to print hello world, and then so you do that by simply just typing print, then open brackets, then either double quotes or single quotes. Then when you are done, make sure your hello world is between either a single quote or double quote, but not both. You can't start with a single quote and end with a double quote, or you can't do otherwise. Just make sure if you are starting with a single quote, you end with a double quote, or if you are starting with a double quote, sorry, if you are starting with a single quote, make sure you are ending with a single quote, and if you are starting with a double quote, make sure you are ending with a double quote. Yeah, so basically that is. And then to run this on your smartphone, you just click this yellow button, yellowish floating button on your bottom right corner, on the bottom right corner of your screen, and this would actually run the script for you. And then basically that's that's it. That's it. Um, that's it for now. This video was just to guide you to installing Python, and then the necessary tools you need to write Python or to start programming in Python. And if if maybe like you have any issues or anything comes up, whether with the installation of Python or PyCharm or maybe PyDrot, if you're on Android, just draw my attention and I'll see if I can be of any help. I'll see you guys around. Thank you for watching. Bye.